what's up? Hey, this is where are all these messages coming from? These are messages for Brady. Oh, this is in Brady Cupcakes, and this always happens. I get messages from another streamer going into the stream. Okay, we share the stream. Which one were we on? Hill. Do I stop in the search? Hill 2. Surely I've got another YouTube open. I think on the message has gone through that I'm live. The message has not gone through. Must be a busy day. Let us have a look. Oh, maybe if I send the message to myself. Mutton. Yes, here we are. This is easy build. This is the first build I ever did. Was because of the stairwell. So the stairwell goes up. I was using 2x2 stairs back then. And because it is classic yellow and black. Slytherin I did in the because we had because you had brown in the ports, I'll use brown in as third colour in this build. And so for Ravenclaw, funny enough, in Ravenclaw, I'll get away with white and blue with Ravenclaw, even though it is the dark grey. There we go. So using white on there, I like the dark grey for the Ravenclaw, and then the light. Here we'll compare it. The light grey with the Slytherin. Slytherin. Yeah, well, I set to the same colours in each, but as I said, the tan, I did not have the quantity of tan in the 1995 when the concept of Harry Potter emerged. So to do like even orange wasn't here. So to do yeah, that was 1999 as well. So to do a Hufflepuff, that was the Hufflepuff colours we could use. Was you use the white and the yellow and the red. Oh, I mean Gryffindor. So in 1997. There we have the 4 houses right there. Hang on, if I can get that. Oh yeah, and the third colour that eventually got through to... Mouton! Mouton with the likes. So there is Slytherin. There it is Ravenclaw, the three colours. And there is the Gryffindor with the base colours. But we will change the yellow and go to the 4 colours. And when I go into the full scale of Gryffindor, it is the red. Well, I don't think I used white in Gryffindor. Yeah, it'll confuse with Hufflepuff. Wait, what is the 4th colour I use? Oh, yes, it was the dark red. But now I've changed that into Ilvermorny. Now, there's a highlight colour I use for... Oh yeah, it was the dark... The highlight colour was dark grey. And yeah, I did use white. What am I talking about? Okay, let's pretend... Because the colours blend in. So the basement is still dark grey in... When I go on to the eventual huge build. Yeah, sand green dungeon. Yeah, I might do a sand green dungeon for... That works out well. Oh yeah, and then it's the brown dungeon for the HUFFLEPUFF. So I'll put the brown on the bottom just to show what the dungeon... Although, yeah, to distinguish that it's the dungeon area, because the dungeon area was where Harry Potter had access to all 4 basements of each house. Mouton with the sticker. You're trying to get me to guess the sticker of Talia Life. Wait, that is Cowboy Girl. That is Talia. Cowboy Girl. I didn't know you move the stickers and do like in Tumblr. They move around the screen. Oh, Annie and the F. Oh, okay. So Annie sings the Yeehaw songs. Cowboy. You can tell I watched a lot of Every Boy and Annie Green Clarabelle. You know I'm a huge Daphne fan. Hang on, this piece of Lego won't go off so I can do the dungeon. That is the point of doing a dungeon, is so that the dominant piece doesn't stick to the base. We'll be sitting here all day doing this. when you need a brick separator. Brick separator. Brick separator. Will you answer, please? I think I see one. Hang on, I even forgot how a brick separator works. How does a brick separator works? Yes, every doing the things that matter with family commitments. The commitments, oh there it is. Brick separator, loving a brick separator, loving is down when the loving's down. Oh, so simple. Look at that 2x2. Oh yeah, Daphne. She will be off to the UK. She pops on now and again. So the dungeon for the Hufflepuff. And I just realised I've got to put that piece of Lego back that I just took off. There, we begin. Oh, hang on, I can use that as a base. We begin the Hufflepuff. Base plate. It sits on the water. Now we use our chocolate. I always like this and I go, oh, you want a piece of chocolate? Look, I have a Kit Kat. Look, nice Kit Kat. Yes, yummy. Now, because it's castle build, every box of Lego has a brick separator. Now, if it's creator box, you get a brick separator. It has that prongy thing, a sprongy prong for clicking down like these things. Right. Yeah, your circular ones. So then you can put a brick separator on top of that one. And you click on the brick separator. Where's the second one? I mean, I've got so many brick separators, they should be falling out everywhere. Every large box gets a brick separator. It mainly used to be in, but now we're noticing it in this sets that are over 2,000 pieces. Because I bought a little set. Oh yeah, the celebration sets of the 60th anniversary. Even that tiny set for the 60th anniversary. It only had 60 parts in it and had a brick separator to commemorate the 60 years. So if you just want to buy a $4 box of Lego, it's got a brick separator in it with the special Lego. Oh, I just realised I'll click on the YouTube to watch it on the YouTube. I'm going, where do I click on the YouTube? Okay, so just like Gryffindor has equal access. Because it's a waterway, I used it as the tunnel for where the students go through underneath the with their little boats on the first year. First year and second years, I think, going by boat. Johnny the Humble, third years and fourth years, they go by with the carriage. What the fifth and sixth years go by? I'm sorely forgetting Hogwarts mode of transportation. Well, they were all in the carriage at the end of... Oh, well, that was because they were late. Yeah, they were late, so they had to go in the carriage. Hey, I was thinking, should I do Hufflepuff as that new way? Yeah, kestrels, animals that they can't, you can't see them unless you've seen a family member die. They're an illusionary creature. Actually, let's use that technique. Yes, nostrils. So there it is. The pylons for the. Actually, when I used to do that, so the boats could go through, I wouldn't put the pylons. But the boats can still have access. The boats are 6. Yeah, the boats are 4 bricks forward, enough to go through a 5. Okay, so in the old way, I just used to use yellow. And then go black to the next level. Hell, use the overhang early now. I got my box of 2x2s. It's all 2x2s in here. The 6x2. Oh yeah, that's what I used to use for the plumbing. signify the plumbing used as a technic part. Run! Hang on, where's that? Ron Foxtail. Then we got a position for some stairwell. Start the stairwell. Here you go, we're making a multicoloured stairwell. There. Up we go. Oh yeah, I've got that top bit there. Oh yeah, use a different colour. The dog should be waiting for the toast. Hello, Stump Madison. So then the next level I'll do as Tully in the black. Oh yes, need by one. Oh yeah, another one by one there. So the moved on with the 10 likes. The central pylon would always be the circular cylinder. Yes, that's 2 in that position there. Oh, yes. Who went live? It is Jesse Cody Fleishers. Oh yes, we will see you, Frank Brothers is busy with the Lego chat. Moved on with the likes. Yeah, after I do 2 hours streaming, I usually get about, I think it's about 6k per 6k coins per stream. So then I can give six 10 likes into the top 6 people that I want to give. Oh, hang on, I've got to move the microphone over. Usually I have the microphone here so I don't breathe in. And there, for the final stage. Oh yeah, for the final stage, I might keep doing the yellow and the black as the dormitory rooms. So the dorm rooms are always put on the top of the build. So they're always the signifying colours of the, like Slytherin is the lime green and the green. Who else went live? Styler Elizabeth. Styler Elizabeth. In my Sean Connery voice. And finally the last 6 by 2. There. There's the stairwell, get up. And we've got some latte ASMR. I have some latte. I don't know why the notification's so loud and why is the microphone so loud? Oh, there you go, there's the first one. In the pattern of the honeybee, they're like the hive. Of the Hufflepuff. So we go yellow to black. And in Hufflepuff. Oh, I forgot to check the YouTube, yes. I forgot to say hello forgot to say hello. Hello from the spong. Here, let me go check. Here I am. I thought when I clicked it, it went straight to the video, but next. Another notification. Oh, look, we got the chat going. I can say hello at last. That's in the YouTube. The YouTube connection. YouTube is lit. YouTube is bay. There, now we put the roof on. Oh yes, we use a 16 by tool. I like the 8x2s a lot easier because the 16x2s is mainly for structural. Oh, there's my collection of 2x1s. And there, now put the roof on. The roof on, Mouton. Oh yes, I was gonna put a tan roof on the Hufflepuff. Oh yes, with the black roof as well. Oh, I realised what I did. I went across the overhang a bit too much. I wondered why the overhang was hanging over a bit. And there's the roof. Oh, we nearly lost it. That's trouble with having it on a little box for a video. Okay, now I've got to find the roof section. Okay, because it's Hufflepuff, let's do something different. The only thing I seem to have bricks going upwards. Okay, we're gonna have to redefine this. We'll do it like this, yes. Represent the symbol of Hufflepuff as the digging what is that creature called? What do you have in a badger. It's a badger, mantle. There, to represent the tunneling badger. The use the concave bricks to like. I should continue that on again. It was my earlier works doing the tunnel. It's just I couldn't find the other bricks to go on the other side. But the tunnel will. Oh, could have used yellow. Hang on, did it have some? I'm sure it's something for yellow. I'm gonna use some orange. Here, let's fix that one on the side to make it orange there. Yep, dogs are waiting for their toast. I think they know I'm gonna give them some toast. There, use orange over there. Just so it's not all black. Yeah, I should have realised I was going to do. Oh well, there's some yellow over there. Hang on. There's some yellow slope bricks for a roof. Let's get them. And tomorrow we're doing the Ravenclaw. We're doing Ravenclaw. Ravenclaw. Okay, let's put these slope bricks in. digging into the Lego box. Okay, we can fix up the look of the tunnel. There, just a random build. There, that's the combination of the colours of the... Oh, I could use a bit of brown in there. Hang on. That's why I didn't like too much brown in the builds. Oh man, I didn't like the total use of the black and yellow sort of take all of the colours. There, bit of brown should absorb all of that. Yeah, there you go. We've got classic brown on the top. There we go. The tunnelling effect of a burrowing badger as the roof section of the Hufflepuff. The symbol of Hufflepuff. The classic badger. There, roof section done. I always remember Shutterosity. I'd always do overhangs. It's supposed to be a castle build with overhangs for when. Hang on. For overhangs for when castles were castles. I always finish off the top of the castle with the symbol of the school. And, oh yes, Wolfie of Love in the UK. The Sandra is back. Oh, okay, you're doing the cleaning. Yes, I always say that I never disappear from a chat, but yeah, if they're wondering where I am, I usually say yes. I was building Lego at the time. I was making a cup of coffee. I was having a cup of tea. I was making the doggies toast. So the dogs are waiting for their toast now, actually. So I'll go to an hour, and that will be the end, and we'll do the doggies toast then. I started this at 8 a.m. Australian time. So when I finish this, doggies get their toast. So that will go on the shelf as the Hufflepuff. We have if I don't show those legs in the middle, we have the yellow, the black, and then the combination yellow-black. And here, I'll show you what's left over. Where's that base plate? There you go. Put everything back to normal. Just show the colours of the Hogwarts again. Yellow and black. Slytherin, Gryffindor, Ravenclaw. There's the Hufflepuff colours. We've done the Hufflepuff. Oh, you got another four and a half minutes to go. Now I do clean up, ready to watch the rest of the day. Watching more YouNow. Yes, and it is the 28th of June in Australia. So that means that I should have taken this green screen off already by now, and shown that it is the changeover to the next month. So this green screen will be gone. The yellow green screen will be gone, and we will go on to the mauve for the July. The July. Aaron John. Okay, so with 3.5 minutes to go there, and I will do the 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and I get all these Facebook notifications. Now, as we wait for the Maximus Mum was in here. I know certain YouNows write a list. Maximus Mum, Wolfie of Love, and then they send a message. Thank you, Wilton, for attending the stream. It was a joy for you having here, Maximus Mum, and Wilton, and Wolfie of Love, and Aaron John. I don't know if that is like a subscriber thing that the people get here. To get the list back of people who've been in the stream. Okay, we've got 1.5 minutes to go. Ready? Have you said what you want to say? Have you said what you want to say to Adam Spong? We will finish the... Oh, that goes up on the shelf now. As building with remaining parts from this year's Lego collection. Or as I say, it's all the Star Wars parts that are like 2 yours into the Hogwarts. So I will cup of tea now. Hang on. Move back a bit. Cup of tea now. Cup of tea. Cup of tea now. Tomorrow is... Tomorrow is the Ravenclaw. Ravenclaw. We're all ready for it. And today was Hufflepuff. 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 So I will cup of tea dab, that is the hour. Now I'll do the 10% more. Antonio. The 5 minute more. 1 minute more. And then I do the proper 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Ready? It's a good day for me. We will leave at the 1, 2, 3. There you go. I'll do the 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 2, 1. It should be 1, 2, 3, 1, 10, 9. Oh! You gave the Pride Month flag. Hang on, I've got to get my Lego Pride thing. Now you got me to stay here for an hour. Don't we get an extra bonus thing with the Pride flag? You've got me to stay here for an hour. Move on. Okay, cause button do 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 do. Hey, I'll spit it with yes, it's got the black lego. And I was about to do the doggy's toast, so I will go do the doggy's toast. And while I do the doggy's toast, oh, that's why it wasn't clicking together. I was thinking that it was. Oh, look, it does. It is the right height. And while I go do the doggy's toast, we will leave the pride flag there. Well, it was right level. Hang on. Yay! Okay, it's doggy's toast time. Hopefully that stays in position. 1 4, will you? No, I won't fall. Okay, doggy's toast time. I will be back. Because Wilton did the pride flag, it means got to stay here to get to make the pride flag worth its value. Oh, it must be junk mail day today. Junk mail? The postman, post person is here. The postal delivery service is here. Why do I keep saying postman? And it is cup of tea time. Time to calm the dogs down. Cup of tea time. Time to calm the dogs down. And I'll stay here for another hour because Mouton did the pride flag. And we've got to get that hour's worth out of the pride flag. Or else Mouton doesn't get his return at the end of the day. on now. A spot of tea. Spot of tea. Here you go. Oh, it's everywhere. It's Annie music. It's got a cup of tea. A cup of tea. doggies had their toss. Is that Sammy Frankenstein? Sammy Frankenstein. Hello. I forgot, was the unicorn for Sabrina? Sabrina unicorn for Sabrina. Oh yeah, it said I said it's 147. I was wondering if the message went through. Oh yeah, it did go through, yep. It's a bit delayed today. Having my cup of tea. Cup of tea. I might as well have biscuit now too. A biscuit. Having my granola, crunchy granola biscuit. Can't really tell it's a crunchy granola. Crunchy granola biscuit. And a chocolate and a white chocolate. I'm having a tea party. I am drinking wine and eating chicken. Oh, it's a large cookie, so it's about by about 2 inches wide. This one should be a circle, except when they bake them, they shove them into the container, and so because they're soft, they get squashed on the bottom. They go, we can't fit this into the container, just squash it down. Unless the serving tray where they put them on to dry is hot as well. Where's it cold? With a cold surface? Like that feels like a serving tray. That is so smooth. The box that it comes in is corrugated, so he couldn't sit on a totally corrugated spot like that. So this has raisins in it, and this one has chocolate. Yes, cookie. It's not a biscuit, it's a cookie. When you're home alone building Lego all day, especially in the winter. This this one here takes a whole hour to eat. This is only half the size. It's enough for a whole meal. There you go. Oh, it's ginger. Yeah, I just realised it's ginger. It has ginger chunks in it. I was confusing for the sultana one. Yeah, the granola one. The granola one has bits of crunchy granola, like how you have your American breakfast. Yeah, I didn't have the microphone too close. Yeah, in Australia we call crunchy granola um, actually I've got to look that up. Hey, I'll show you our crunchy granola box just to show you. There it is. The porridge in the morning. And that's the company Uncle Toby's that do the traditional and here it is, cashews and nutty clusters they just call it. Vanilla flavoured puffs. 20% of your daily iron needs. Made with Australian whole grains. Oh yeah, nestles. Nestles. The 5-step process. Cooked wheat and corn rolled into flakes, combined with nuts and oats into crunchy clusters. Oh yeah, crunchy clusters was what they called it. They didn't like saying crunchy granola. Crunchy clusters is the Aussie term, yeah, crunchy clusters. Clusters. Mixed with vanilla flavoured puffs and cashews for a nutritious and delicious texture that goes through your body and cleanses your colon. It has clusters of they combine everything up to look like crunchy granola like in America. Peach sultanas and alt clusters. So what they do is like those ones. See those little stick? I always like to eat those little stick ones more themselves. Actually, I wouldn't eat these without any milk in them at all. I would just nibble on the crunchy granola by itself with a bit of honey, and then like our breakfast bars are like that. They're just crunchy granola with a bit of honey to glue it all together. Yeah, this is very British. This is a very British version of crunchy granola. Oh yeah, this is only an Australian brand name. Uncle Toby's. I was talking in a stream yesterday saying that everything is owned by America. So Vegemite's owned by America. Yeah, peanut butter used to be owned by America, but now I think we brought it back. We brought back our peanut butter to make it Australian. But there's still a 51% share of the American company that is the Nestles, combined with the Nestles and what is the other company? Kraft, yes. Kraft Foods, yes. Kraft was British, so Kraft was 24% British, 24% American, 24% Australian, and the other 24%, I forget. One of those Dominican Republic. One of those Dominican Republic countries have the 24%. So they do a grading scale on how much Vegemite you put on your toast. You can either put a spoon of Vegemite, or you can just put a little smidge of Vegemite. Or like me, I just lather the whole toast with Vegemite. So there it is. There's your daily Australian breakfast time food discussion. No, I can't stand Marmite. Marmite has a bitterness so strong. There's something different with Marmite to Vegemite. I know what the difference is of the tar. Like, it just tastes so different, Marmite. So Marmite is pretty much your British high percentage of salt in your Marmite. While no, there's an absolutely different texture to Marmite to Vegemite. See, Vegemite was made 100 years ago as a combination of the vitamins and nutrients we needed for the breakfast to get us to dinner time. So having your toast with your Vegemite, that would, yes, having your toast with your Vegemite, that would take you through lunchtime. See, me even working in the fields, harvesting onions and tomatoes and all that, and the lettuce. We'd have our breakfast 4 o'clock in the morning. We'd go out, collect all day. We'd finish at 6 o'clock at night. Conveniently, we had a pool. We had a pool at the college. So I'd jump in the pool after we picked onions. Because if I came home smelling like onions, it would stink up the whole house. Because when you're picking onions, it gets on your hands, you're wiping all over. You brush your hair. Yeah, I would guess that during the winter time, when you haven't got a good supply of, your daily vitamins, often Vegemite came from the idea that during the summertime, you would harvest all of your broth because it is a yeast and beer extract with high salt content, so that you could last through the winter. So during the summer, you'd get your leftovers from the whatever you were cooking in the summer. Then during the winter, you would cook up your broth, and like some people have used it as a soup. Vegemite soup is very nutritious. Just get a spoonful of Vegemite. Here, where's my spoon? You get a spoon of Vegemite, stir it in some hot water. Oh yeah, yeah, because it is Britain, and like Iceland and all of those icebound countries. Even in Australia, we have, even though Australia's not known for its snowfields, we still get snow in December when it's 40 degrees. There's like a mountain region, it's enclosed, it's like a Lego build. It's like two mountains in the middle of a forgotten land. It's like a volcano surrounded Hawaii. So if Hawaii, you know here in that Lost TV show, they they presented that lost island that floated around everywhere. And one time Lost was in the frozen part of the northern hemisphere and the southern hemisphere, and then it shifted. They could shift this island of Lost around the entire world. So, just like that idea that having mountain range, buffering the humidity and the temperature of the summer, keeping that cold air right there, because we've got the Antarctic winds coming up still during the summer. So those mountains are in the exact point where it's like a fridge. So to conduct a fridge, you need hot air to come down, you need the cold air to blanket the hot air, and then as the hot air rises, so because the mountains of Australia are about here, because when the land heats up and the hot air rises, so the hot air can't shift that cold air. So as the hot air goes up, it can't catch that cold air that's trapped in these mountains. So then the hot air goes up. So then it's like a fridge. It's stuck. It's the convection of the hot air going up against the cold mountain is just like how a fridge works, with the convection of as soon as hot air touches cold air, how a fridge works, it automatically transforms into cold air. The basis of fridge mechanics. You put a high pressure compressor, you put hot air in a high pressure compressor, and then it freezes instantaneously. Oh yeah, all our volcanoes finished 60,000 years ago, when the first people came to Australia. So what was it, 1.6 million years ago? Australia was the northern part of the world. 65 million years ago, Australia was on the top. And as I said, there was a polar shift. Then Australia and Antarctica split. Australia is heading to America. Now I'm trying to do it like a map of the world. Here you go, here's America over here. So Australia was down here next to Antarctica. Then Australia shifts about 6 inches every year. So that's been happening for the past 6 million years, I think they tested. So 6 million years of Australia moving to America. Soon we'll be neighbours. Australia and America will be neighbours, I reckon. In another 6 million years. Well, I was thinking because of the solar, the effect of the sun. See, the sun shifts as well. The sun shifts polar magnetised elements. And so because we're in space, it's not actual physical flip, it's a magnetism flip. So that Australia becomes the north part. The effect of that magnetism was found when the early settlers came to Australia, and all of their magnets to guide them pointed to the original spot of where the North Pole was in Australia. So their needles, because of that 65,000 years of magnetic resonance still in that, in the metal, in the iron that was there. So because that iron is stuck in rocks and hasn't been like transformed into the seashore yet. So because the sand is so magnetised to that North Pole reading, it is trying to travel up to the North Pole. So all of that sand from the mountain region that was the North Pole is trying to make its way up to the Arctic Circle. And if they mine the Arctic Circle, they would find sand deposits from Australia. Because of the 65 million years ago, North Pole elements will only go back to the North Pole position. And because the rocks in Antarctica are now part of the South Pole, see if that suddenly shifted, then Antarctica went to a place where it had heavy rain and it split the rocks apart. All those little pebbles will start trying to go up, follow the currents of the ocean, and all the little rocks will go up to the wherever the new South Pole would be. So there you got your two magnetised parts of the planet. Now, I don't think there's any other place that that also has magnets. I think there was some place that they... So the original place that was the South Pole would have been that part of Russia where they mine for the magnets. So they mine the rock because of the high iron content. Then they melt the iron down, and they become the south part of the magnet. But you know, they do it all in the laboratories now. If you run the electrons across a piece of iron, you get that effect anyway. So it was only when they realised that the South and North Poles and anywhere where the Earth had suddenly switched, they could collect those rocks and they would become attracted to the metal. And so, and so that's where the idea of the study of magnets eventuated from. 10 likes from Mouton. Now we have 10 minutes to go with the pride flag. We have 10 minutes to go from Mouton. It's so weird for me just sitting here chatting again like the good old days. Adam Malonji live at 8:30 p.m. He always says that. I'm live at 8:30 p.m. Central Time with some quiplash. Hey, yeah, it'd be good to join the YouNow gang to do some quiplash. Just the trouble is that in Australia we get it 10 seconds late, so we don't get the we don't get the code word. We don't get the code word early here. So, oh yeah, I always become the audience. Yeah, with Adam Malonji's with Adam Malonji's streams, I always become the audience in the quiplash. And then the points get evenly distributed because with about 30 people in Adam Malonji's stream, I recall that when the YouNow first started using that Jackbox TV game with the quiplash, and yeah, see the trouble with being in Australia is you get the 10 seconds late and then you got to be 10 seconds early to answer the question. So I'd get the question from Jackbox would get here at the same time. Adam Malonji's stream is 10 minutes out. So I've got to have the Jackbox TV in a different panel so that I can answer the question, even though it's out of sync with Adam Malonji's stream. So I'm voting on a question. Sometimes it can be so delayed it's a whole minute. So after Adam Malonji doing like a 2-hour stream, it could be 2 whole minutes of being out of sync. So I'm answering questions from a quiplash game from 2 whole minutes ago. But you've got to be in the moment and you've got to know your audience. When we play quiplash with the Lego community, it's totally different because we know everyone's points of view. But with Adam Malonji's group, so it's the first ones to get in. So Adam Malonji's group who like to do the questions, they're always predictive. And certain announcers will say, okay, I've had enough of the same answers in the same thing all the time. Let someone new come into the game. So we'll do that a lot in the Lego group too. We'll say, we're getting repeat answers here. There's only so many times you can give an answer of, my tight cuppies are bay, my tight cuppies are lit. the igloo incident. Yeah, I like to go and check the Twitter for a Quiplash game starting up, and they'd post the code words to join the Quiplash game. And so a random Quiplash would pop up in the Twitter, and you'd join that. Oh, also on the Facebook site. Go to Jackbox TV, and you go to the Facebook site, and someone will be posting, oh yeah, we're starting the game now. So there's always a game somewhere happening in the world. At any given time, every 5 minutes, there's a new Quiplash game starting. One day, I tried to see how many Quiplash games I could do in a whole day. But I like to do that t-shirt design one as well. The t-shirt. Okay, I'll show you a... I did one with Dusty. I did one with Dusty about 2 years ago now. 2 years ago, one with Dusty. Oh, I clicked on the thing and I think it's frozen. Oh, look, I'm back. Okay. So what it is you get about every 5 minutes, you get 5 questions, and then you got to answer them. Then the audience, they vote which is the best answer. So the best one I remember is what was Abraham Lincoln's favourite saying, and some people would write, "Me old log ain't what it used to be," or you know, they'd go 74 years ago. But it's funny because when us old people do that game, it gets quite bizarre. But when teenagers try to interpret what would Abraham Lincoln say, and it'd say, "My face on a penny." So basically, the idea is that Quiplash is like a game where different generations give a different answer to a question that tends to break down different generations. Like there was one, there's this funny one that someone did, and it's a really popular Quiplash one that everyone likes to answer, and it's always about Donald Trump. How many gallons of oil hair does Trump use in a day? What is, generic questions that different generations would give a different answer to. I'm just trying to remember some of the Quiplash questions. There's this, it's mainly Americanized, so most of the questions are like Americanized. You know, just like Abraham Lincoln, or you know, you wouldn't get a Vegemite question unless you actually clicked on. There's a section where you can go and make your own question. Like certain popular YouNows made their own Quiplash things. Like they have questions about Dusty and Adam Alonji and so it'd be like, what is Adam Alonji's favourite quote? What does Adam Alonji do after he does a stream? I don't think, would Adam Alonji make his own questions? Now we're down to the 5 minutes where we go to the full 2 hours. No, other people make YouNow things. And on the what's that other question one that everyone does? Here, it's in the list here of share screen. Kahoot. Here, I'll share screen and show you. It's in this little section here. So here it is here. You've got Kahoot. You've got Agar, I don't know what that is. Slithero, the one with the snake game. You got Twitter. You can go to Twitter, or you can go to Instagram, or you can go to YouTube. So it's right there. When you download the YouTube YouNow Better, when you download the YouNow Better version, you can go straight to the Kahoot in your stream, so that it's not clicking it in. But I actually have to go to Kahoot's, and then I'll share screen from the Kahoot when I do the Kahoot. And yeah, I did make a Kahoot version of Adam Spong. What is Adam Spong's favourite Lego set? And there are questions about early YouNowers like Dan and Phil. And there was one that was referencing a lot of the early YouNowers. So it's like a section of Kahoot that is stuck in time. Like, if any of the YouNowers play that game, only us retired YouNowers will know what that question is referring to. So any of the teenagers won't. And most of them might know, because a lot of them were 14 when they started in the YouNow. So they know who Mr. Bomb is. They know about Brady and the unicorn. And some were about Laurelville. There were a few questions about Hill, but that was a different Kahoot section where someone, I think it was a fan of Hill, wanted to do a Kahoot that combined everyone. And because it had Laurelville and Hill in the same questions, that Kahoot hardly gets used now. Who's Laurelville? Okay, we will end the stream. Good day to you all. 2 minutes ago, I'll tell you when it's 1 minute ago. And then Mouton, there's another pride flag, and I've got to do another hour. I will finish the biscuit. Oh, it's better. B-E-T-A. Whenever a Twitch version goes live and it's downloaded on your computer, it's called it's like VCR. You got your BETA video player, and then you got your VCR, VHS. Yeah, VHS. What did VHS stand for? Video head system. So the Chinese-Taiwanese brand of VCR was VHS. Russia wanted to join into the electronics and the electrical world, so Russia and Britain joined together to make the better tape, BETA. The BETA tape, which was a lot bulkier and larger. So your BETA tape, your better tape, was See, I have no tapes around the house at all. I have no I have no tapes of any kind of old TV shows. It's been 20 years since I had a VCR. Hey, I can show you the difference in size with the Lego. So, there was your VCR size. You had a spindle of film, plastic, like your tape, like your 8-track player in your old cars from 1960s. Yeah. Yeah, I don't. Hang on, I'll see if I do have a tape in there. Hang on. I will see if that is the size of the tape. Hang on. Oh, yeah, I've got to do the 10%. So I'll go to 2 minutes. Oh, well, I'm 222 now. Now I'll just see if I do have a better tape or a VCR tape in there. Okay, 10% after doing a 2-minute stream is 2 hours and 6 minutes. Now remember, a tape used to fit the same length of a DVD case. So there's your DVD case. And when we'd put our little cassettes in where the DVD is, Toy Story 3, Buzz Lightyear, Star Command, The Adventure Begins. Okay, we're ready. We're ready to sign out. Cappuccino. Vita. Vita. Yeah, it's basically the same as VHS in the Canadian, American, worldwide. There was a difference though. The Chinese way of making the cassette was a lot different to like when we got an American. Your mechanism of flipping open the tape was a lot different to like the spring and everything was different. And when those official Star Wars tapes came over from America, they had this locking mechanism so that no one could copy the Star Wars tape. Because right when Star Wars, this was the end of the like the Star Wars thing, when people had a VCR tape player and a VCR recorder, there was this tab in the Star Wars tape which signaled that you couldn't record that tape, so that they couldn't do multiple copies, to stop the tape like going to China and then the Chinese getting the actual Star Wars tape and making a copy. So that there was something internal to the Star Wars tape to stop multiple copies of... There's some ingenious thing that they did. Yes. So, there we go, we're at the 206. I will cup of tea down. Cup of tea. And I will finish with the... Lit. Squee. Bye. Adam Spong signing out. 2 hours, 6 minutes. Cup of tea down. And good day to you, Mouton. Corey, Big Daddy. Who else was in here? We had Mama. What was her name? Yes, good day, Mouton. Did the 2 hours. I was thinking I'd only be here for an hour, but because you did the pride flag, we are here to say good day, and we do the Royal Queen wave. To my kingdom, I wish you well. We will be back with the Hogwarts build again tomorrow. For tomorrow is the last one. It is the Ravenclaw, the blue, and I've got it already set up. Look. Hey, I just got to put it on the base plate now. I've got to put it on base plate ready for tomorrow. There we go. We're all getting it ready for tomorrow. There's the blue, and I've got to use the wide. The wide, there we go. And we will be back tomorrow. So I've got to get the same amount as the orange and the yellow and the black as I did before in the white. And I usually do a video about the Ravenclaw. So this was the 1997 version. Classic blue, classic white with the Ravenclaw. So it's 18 of the white. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, so it's 3 rows of 3 rows of white. And then 3 rows of blue. So I will leave it with you. You're travelling. Yep, I will be finishing. Oh yeah, tomorrow, yeah. So exactly 22 hours time at my time, Australian time, I wake up. And I have a cup of cocoa. Usually I start at 6 AM, but because the sun isn't, because we're in the middle of winter, we gain an hour sunlight going into 6 AM. So by August, it is exactly 6 o'clock in the morning by August. So in August time, that's when I start Diagon Alley. And Diagon Alley is the candy shops in the, yeah, Diagonally is the candy shops. And the fun part of doing Diagonally is the ability to add all of the food items to the Hogwarts. And with the Hogwarts, with that, we sign out. Getting our blue and white ready. Look at that sun-tanned white in the middle there. There's your 1990s, 1980s. But I'm trying to see if it is 19. Oh yeah, that is year 2000. That's year 2000 version of white. Good day, Mouton, and good day to everybody in the YouTube as well. Cup of tea, Dab. Oh, I got to do the 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 to be official. And we'll do it at 2, 1, 1. And I'll do it 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. Testing. 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. Good day, Mouton. Here we go, we're going to finish right on 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. 10 more minutes. Ending. Press the end button. Ready. 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. Goodbye.